Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, but I'm glad to be doing reviews. Behind me is the 2026 F-150 Black Widow SR. This thing is blacked out from head to toe, and we're going to see what our friends at Fox Factory did to this truck to make it so special. So come on, let's go. This particular truck is based off the XLT package, and everybody knows what a Ford F-150 XLT looks like. So I'm particularly pointing out things that Fox Factory changed to make this a Black Widow. Of course, you got the blacked out Ford badge. You got Black Widow going across. You have the splitter up here. Of course, you have the SR Black Widow badge here, which looks really, really good. Up top up here, you have the heat vents, functional heat vents, and you do have Black Widow going across here. You do have the Black Widow sticker going across the windshield right there. And overall, I think this is just a good, clean look with the black on black. So let's go over to the side and we'll go into some more details. First thing you notice about this truck, looking at it from the side, is the stance. It is lowered and it is leveled. But then they went in and added some other things. Of course, you have the Spider Black Widow here, Black Widow badging here, and look at the wheels. These are 24-inch Vossens on Toyos. So they've made this specifically for performance and to be a street truck. You also have the Black Widow red brake calipers here, which really stand out for the whole black on red concept, you know, similar to Darth Vader, which I can respect. If you go all white, black it out, make it a stormtrooper. You can go all black, put some red in it, make it Darth Vader. So what else do they do? But those wheels really stick out. I love those gloss black Vossens, 24 inches, they're massive, and we're gonna see how they ride later. So let's go check out the back. Coming around to the back, of course, you still got the blacked out Ford logo here. You got Black Widow here in black. You also have SR right here in red, which really stands out, let you know this baby is supercharged. You have the upgraded exhaust with the massive 5-inch pipes here, and they sound amazing. I took some B-roll. You'll hear it in this video. So that's not all. It's not all cosmetic on the outside. There's a performance factor here, and they upgraded the interior. So let's go check out the interior. They did upgrade the interior than the standard XLT package. They put in black leather seats with red stitching for the Black Widow color scheme. You also have a fancy leather and red stitch Black Widow here over this storage cover. You did put Black Widow badging here, and I took B-roll of all this, which you'll see right now as I'm discussing it. And you also have a Black Widow Fox Factory badge right there. It says SR021. So this is the 21st truck this year, badged out and spec'd just like this. One thing I will say that I will kind of knock off for a truck this expensive, and we'll go over the price later, they could have upgraded the steering wheel. If you're gonna make a performance truck like this, make the steering wheel a little bit thicker, make it red stitching here to match the whole color scheme, maybe put a red marker here, or put a Black Widow here, you put a Spider here. They could have done something to upgrade the steering wheel. So let's go check out this engine. All right, everybody, here she is, the heart of the beast. We have the 5.0 liter V8 Coyote engine, which normally cranks out 400 horsepower and 400 pound-feet of torque. Great engine, proven, but let's be honest, doesn't provide the torque of the EcoBoost and can be a little lacking. So Fox Factory got a Whipple, gloss black, has Black Widow right here written on the sides. 3-liter supercharger cranking out 710 horsepower and about 635 pound-feet of torque. And they didn't just add the supercharger, that's one thing. They did go in and add the upgraded intercooler. They did go ahead and add the performance air intake, and they did go in and add the performance spark plugs. So this thing is ready to perform from the get-go. You don't have to worry about overheating in the summertime. This will maintain its performance. I'm going to crank it up, let you hear this supercharger whine a little bit, and then we're going to take it for a drive. In Mexico, of course. All right, everybody, we are in the Black Widow SR. Let's go ahead and crank it up and hear that engine note. That sounds so good with that exhaust. Okay, so we went over the outside, the upgrades, the inside, the engine upgrades. How much does this cost? Fox Factory said they spent about, or this is a $53,000 package. With some of the discounts Woody's running, this is a $118,000 truck. It's on the XLT design. It is a little bit on the pricey side, and everybody's like, well, you can get a Raptor R for $115. No, right now you can get a used Raptor R for $115. So, and it's probably got 20,000 miles on it. So, I mean, everything's expensive, price is relative, but the sticker on this particular truck with all the upgrades and the leather and all the badging and the 3-liter Whipple is $118,000. Is it worth the price? You tell me below the bottom what you think. We're going to drive it and see how it drives. I am in sport mode. As I mentioned in the interior review, they could have upgraded the steering wheel. It's a thin steering wheel. They could have put some more Black Widow badging on it, made it thicker, maybe put a red racing stripe right here. Man, that exhaust and Supercharger whine just sound absolutely amazing. You can definitely tell this is lowered and the suspension has changed. You don't get quite, you feel the road more than you would in like a typical XLT or like say bigger off-road tires. But you don't get as much body roll, I've noticed. And this was me kind of driving this on the way over here where I'm doing the review. They definitely upgraded the hood. I like the way the hood looks with the functional heat vents, with the Supercharger and Black Widow lettering. But man, that sounds amazing. Like, I don't even know what gas mileage I would get with this, because you want to gun it the whole time, and heaven help you if you put an upgraded throttle booster on it, like a pedal commander or anything like that. I'm not going to give this truck the business the way I normally do broken in vehicles, because it does only have 41 miles, but I can gas it enough to where you can pick up some of the acceleration and torque, as well as the Supercharger whine and the exhaust. Yeah, see, you can tell that the suspension is a lot stiffer, which I don't mind. I keep my Raptor in sport suspension anyway, so. But when you're going in and out of curves, especially at some speed, you definitely don't get the roll. It's definitely wants to take them better. We're going to get on the highway a little bit and open it up. See what the drone's kind of like. Not much noise, not much drone. I mean, there is some, but unless you're really gassing, I mean, this is definitely doable. You could definitely take a road trip in this truck. Maybe save some gas and put it in eco mode. Just going on a 5 or 6 hour road trip. When you do give some gas, though, is when it will kick in. said, it is a little stiffer, but it's not anything. I mean, it still has a decent cushion to it. You just pick up more of the road imperfections than anything. Or if I could dust that Cayman GT3. He don't want none. This truck would embarrass him. He definitely doesn't want any. And nobody in a Porsche wants to say they got beat by an F-150. No, but cruising, this is pretty good. We'll go up here to the turn where I usually turn around and then give the business some so we can open it up and hear that supercharger in the exhaust. But yes, this is a very daily drivable vehicle. Depending on what your gas budget is with the price of gas these days. 91 is the minimum for everyone out west. 93 here in the state of Alabama. This does come with a 36-gallon tank, so even if you're not getting great gas mileage, you can still go a good distance with it. It just might cost you a second mortgage to fill it up. And if you go to Walmart, which pisses me off, they cap you at $100. And if you got a 36-gallon tank and you're putting 93 in it, that's freaking impossible. So you got to scan your card twice, which is ridiculous. I definitely think the tire and wheel setup looks amazing on this truck. The gloss black Vossens, it's definitely amazing. 24 inches. I think the Lobo comes with 22s. Here we come up to the spot where we're going to be able to feel a little bit of the power that this truck has. Too bad it's not broken in, or I would have done a draggy with it and see what we could get to 60 in. Probably about a 3.6 if I had to guess. Alright, I gotta wait for that car to get. Alright, let's go. Let's give it the business. That was fun. I didn't have the pedal all the way down. Might have had it halfway down. Still had a decent amount to go. See, it just pushes you back, even going at higher speeds when you hit it. Oh, that supercharger whine. Sounds amazing. And it pushes you back. It's almost like instantaneous torque when that supercharger kicks in. Great, great, fun driving truck. sharp looking, it performs well. Is it worth 118,000? That's always up to debate. Mercedes damn sure don't want none. Their ass to get dusted. Yeah, y'all can go ahead and get in behind me. All right, there you have it, everybody. We checked this thing out, inside, outside, drove it, gave it a little bit of the business. Couldn't do a draggy, but maybe next time. So tell me what you think below, what you think about this truck and all the upgrades that Fox Factory did, and let me know. Again, shout out to Phil Henderson and Woody Anderson for letting me in this. We're gonna head back to the dealership. We're gonna wrap this up and see y'all in a few. All right, everybody, there you have it. The F-150 Black Widow SR. This thing is lowered, it's mean looking, it's blacked out, and it's ready to drive fast as hell, especially in Mexico like we were today. So we gave it the business and had a great time with it. Is it worth the price tag? Comment below and you tell me. Special shout out to my friends at Woody Anderson Ford for letting me in this truck today. If you need a new Ford, F-150, Mustang, call Philip Henderson. I'll put the contact info in the description below. And remember, you catch yourself in a fast truck or car that's fun as hell to drive and you're in the back roads of Tijuana, go ahead and give it the business and have a good time with it. We'll talk to y'all later.